working with the Mandelbulb 3D uh, software application is a process of discovery. Not only are you attempting to discover the graphic itself, the object, the patterns, the lines, the perspective. Not only that, but you're also trying to discover the lighting, where you use the lighting intensity, the lighting source, the lighting direction, the lighting color, the shadowing, the highlights, the specular reflections. All of that is available to you in this Mandelbulb 3D software. In addition to, you're playing with the coloring so that you get a coloring palette that contributes to the image that you're attempting to create. The three elements of the of your artistic endeavor all play a role, and they are all related to one another. The graphic, the lighting, the coloring, and of course, in addition to that, it's the position of your camera. So positioning within the simulated environment. You have the tools to work with. What the Mandelbulb 3D software will never do for you is to create the 3D graphic for you. There are some tools in here where you can take for another session, another time, where you can actually have a graphic that would be where the parameters would be somewhat randomly applied, and you would get some design. It's called Mutate. It's a feature in here, and it's pretty good, actually. It does some pretty cool stuff. But generally, you as the artist are the one who is in charge of developing the graphic, developing the lighting, developing the coloring, and keeping things in mind as you go along. You want to keep in mind what your final goal is for your art piece. Is it a still? Is it an animation? Because there's certain things that you just need to watch out for. A couple sessions ago, I was talking about when you're using the light map. The light map will put so many variations of texture on the graphic that it won't play well when it comes to an animation. So you just kind of need to keep in mind where you're going with your project, all right, in terms of the graphic and the lighting and the coloring and how all that's going to play together when it comes to your final published product, whatever that may be. So now, in the last session, I was messing around with the colors, and I can continue to do that. As you can see here, I kind of landed on this particular coloring arrangement. I don't like it. It's just not. It's not realistic. It's just not realistic. I'm going to continue to play here. But I'm going to come over to my object. I have my diffuse coloring up here. All right, and certainly I could continue to work with this. I don't know. You know, when I start animating through this particular scene, I kind of envision that these are all metallic items down here. These are structures. Now, these structures could be concrete, they could be steel, they're probably not organic. I mean, how often do you see plants that look like this? So I think that my graphic is I've created almost an industrial looking type of a scene. I don't have an organic scene here. I have almost human made. So I could either kind of tweak the coloring in to be more concrete looking or more steel looking. So with that in mind, I want to see if I could chase down the colors that would give me something like that. So I've got green here, and you can see the green band over here. All right. And again, I use the technique of the red because I want to know where this particular band is falling within the z-axis of the application of the graphic, and here it is. So I want that to be more on the steel. I'm going to go for the steel look. So what do I want? I want a blue here. I want a very light blue. Well, rather than picking, I'm just going to use my mouse, and I'm holding down the left mouse key, and I'm just maneuvering in here to kind of get a grayish blue. Well, maybe right about there. Let's okay that. Okay. Now you see here I've got a blue and blue. That's where my red was because that's what I use to determine where that is. I'm going to right mouse click on that. I'm going to make that a little bit quieter. This is my blue. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't want the green in here. I want the blue. All right, so here, I think this is the color band where that green is showing up. Nope, I was wrong. See, that's over in here. All right, but why don't I make that more like a brick color? All right, because what I can do is I don't want that to be distracting visually. But what I can do is kind of play with that. Let's make it a blue, much like my steel blue. I'll tell you what, I'm going to close that. I'm going to hover over this blue that I liked. I'm going to press the C key, come over here, I'm going to press the V as in Victor key, and I copied this color to this color. All right, but what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go back into this color. I'm going to make this a little darker. All right, see, I've darkened that. I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to make it even darker. Okay. All right, now, I don't like this green. Where is this green? Where is this green showing up here? Is it here? I'm going to use my red trick. Nope. There is no Control Z, Control Zebra in this thing. Once you do this, once you make a change here, there's no Control Z. There's no undo. That's all right. I'll just make it black. I'm looking for where this green is. I'm going to say, since this is my blue, this is probably going to be in my green area. There it is. Okay. Okay. All right. So why don't I do this? Cancel that. I'm going to take this color, hover over it, and C. I'm going to make this a V. And I'm going to get in here. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. Ah, there we go. So I darkened. All right. Now, I have a pretty good idea that this color in here is this color band right here. And I sort of actually like that, but I think it's just a little bit too colorful. Ah, there we go. All right. So I have kind of a steel environment. Still, I don't like this green. I got to work on that. I think that's right here. Let me test that with the red. Yeah, That's where it is. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to C and V. All right, so now I'm going to come over, I'm going to modify this. I don't know, let's put it, I'm staying right about in the same colors. I'm going to make it a gray. I didn't really buy anything, did it? Let's see, I'm going to make it, okay, is this, where is this color here? Right click on it, red, I'm gonna make that, gray. Good. I made it, I like sort of the darker colors up front and the lighter colors off in the back. It helps with the sense of perspective by having darker colors and lighter colors as you go. It's further out. It's almost like the light, the further away you are from your point of view, the further away you are, the dimmer the light has become, and you can kind of play that trick by using softer, muted colors to help with that impression of depth. All right, enough for this session. Come on back. We'll pick this up in the next session. I'll see you there.